Welcome to Law & Order Sports. Please rise for me, your dishonorable Judge Brandon Perna, who is a bit underdressed for sports court today. What's on the docket? Oh, Jesus, Watson's been cleared from the schedule today. According to an official statement from lawyer Tony Busby, Deshaun Watson has reached a private settlement with 20 of the 24 accusers that have alleged sexual harassment and misconduct against the Browns quarterback. To put that in football terms, Deshaun Watson scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. The kicker missed the PAT and his team was trailing by 24, so he still lost the game and definitely won't make the playoffs. Now, I will discuss what this means today for Watson, the Browns, and Baker, and also in some fun news, Gronk has retired for a second time. But will it stick? All that today on Sports Court. Please, if you need a law degree to follow your favorite sport, subscribe here. Today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com/goodsports. Not only is Manscaped the global leader in men's grooming and hygiene solutions, they have the best damn boxer briefs my buttocks has ever allowed to cradle its supple cheeks. Manscaped is the only reason I tried boxer briefs, and now it's all I wear, despite Manscaped turning me down to be their official model for their boxer briefs for alleged boxer stuffing. Well, guess what? That's all natural, guys. The new Boxer 2.0s are perfect for anyone, especially if you are physically active. They now have more than 6 color options with bundle options to save money with their 3-pack, which features the jewel pouch to secure your most prized body parts. These boxer briefs keep your junk snug, which I noticed while working out, and also feature a breathable design so you never chafe. Use my link below or just go to manscaped.com/goodsports to get 20% off your order. And you can always get the Performance Package bundle, which includes a pair of the Boxer 2.0s. Alright, since you clicked on this for the Watson story, let's begin there. Like I said, it's a private settlement, so we don't know how much he's paying those 20 women. But hopefully it's something like, $230 million divided by 20. Either way, it's nice of the Cleveland Browns to effectively pay off these women. Since we forced the Cleveland Indians to change their name to the Cleveland Guardians, I think we should call the Browns the Cleveland Settlers for at least one season. Now this leaves 2 big questions. One, what about the current 4 other accusers in this case? If they're not settling alongside the 20 other massage therapists, what's going on with them? And we were told the 25th and 26th lawsuit would eventually be filed. And I don't know if those 2 still will be filed. That was not information I was able to find. But the plaintiff's lawyers, Tony Busby, in his statement says that Ashley Solis is one of the heroes of this story. Her case is not settled, and thus her story and that of the other 3 brave women will continue. I look forward to trying these cases in due course, consistent with other docket obligations and the court schedule. What that means is Busby is planning on those 4 remaining cases going to court, the most notable one being the Ashley Solis case. Now, just to give a refresher on the Solis case, she was on HBO's Real Sports speaking about Watson.
Working, he deliberately grabs himself and put his penis on my hand. And I pulled my hand away instantly and I started crying. And I told him that I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore.
Now, according to Solis, Watson told her, "I know you have a career to protect, and I know you don't want anyone messing with it just like I don't want anyone messing with mine," she said. Solis took those words as a threat to her business and told Soledad O'Brien, that's when I really got scared. Watson texted Solis after the massage, "Sorry about making you feel uncomfortable. Never were the intentions. Let me know if you want to work in the future. My apologies." Now, Solis was the first to contact Tony Busby and was originally turned away by his screening process, but kept trying and eventually got representation with Busby, opening the floodgates as 24 women eventually came forward. So, Busby is not settling the Solis case, or that's what he says. He wants to take it to court. I'm sure that could change, and that's probably a standard lawyerly way of trying to leverage the best settlement possible for Solis and his remaining clients, which is a guess here, probably have the strongest cases against Watson. Settlement is essentially the same outcome for the plaintiffs in the civil suit if they win, as all that can be rewarded here is financial restitution. The big difference, obviously, is they aren't making their case to a jury, and I think there's something to be said for making your case and having your perpetrator found liable by your peers. Now, I don't know. My only real experience with law is Judge Judy, Law and Order, Better Call Saul, My Cousin Vinny, and that opposite day sketch from The Whitest Kids You Know.
That in exactly 5 seconds, it will officially become opposite day.
Objection! Hey, Mr. Lowenstein!
So actually, pretty good now that I list it all out.
Dean, I will hold you in contempt!
Double jinx! Ha-ha!
But now that the civil process is starting to come to some sort of resolution, it feels like the NFL should be close to handing down discipline for Deshaun Watson. But according to a league spokesman, the fact that these civil suits are being settled doesn't change the severity of the discipline, and the NFL has said it's still doing its own investigation. They also said today's development has no impact on the collectively bargained disciplinary process. Last week, the Washington Post reported that Watson's suspension will probably be a full season. Yeah, you think? At this point, a season feels really, really short, especially when we've heard the testimony, seen the number of accusers, and still may have 4 of these cases go to court. Suspend this scuzzbucket for a decade for all I care. It should be noted that the NFLPA is going to bat for Deshaun Watson, and Pat McAfee did a good job on his show breaking down what that could mean. But the NFLPA should be careful how much of their monetary resources they choose to use to try and protect Watson from what they might see as an excessive punishment. I am increasingly curious, though, to see what happens with little old Baker Mayfield. Let's just assume a year-long suspension for Watson is what's going to happen at a minimum. We know Baker has no intentions to play for Cleveland, and we know Cleveland can't get any real value for Baker in a trade. Sure, they can roll with Jacoby Brissett for a year, but it would probably be in Baker's best interest to play for the Browns and prove he's still pretty good when healthy and when he hits the 2023 offseason as a free agent. After everything that happened to Baker and what's going on in Cleveland, if he came out and played a good season in that shitstorm, he would make bank as a free agent. Now, to make this work, I do have an idea for Baker. He agrees to play this season in place of old Watson, but under one condition. He promises he will come in, he will buy into everything Stefanski wants to do, but Cleveland has to take $35 million of their remaining $41 million in cap space and give it to Baker. That's in addition to the $18.8 million he's scheduled to make, which would make him the highest paid quarterback in the NFL for this one season. Or he can win over the world and demand they give that $35 million to charity that helps sexual assault victims. Rob Gronkowski, Buccaneers tight end, Gronk, has told Jordan Schultz of the Game Day that he will be retiring from the NFL after 11 seasons, 5 Pro Bowls, and 4 Super Bowl wins. I, like many, consider Gronk to be the best tight end to ever play the game, and I do hope his retirement somehow hurts the Tampa Bay Lightning, as well as Tom Brady's chances of postseason success. Go Abs. Of course, Gronk's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, texted Adam Schefter, "It would not surprise me if Tom Brady calls him during the season to come back and Rob answers the call. This is just my opinion, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rob comes back during the season or next season." Wait, next season? Is Drew saying Rob's gonna wait for Tom to go to Miami and reunite the... Fuck no. In other words, Gronk doesn't want to go through the offseason program or training camp. This is the softest of soft retirements, unless we're comparing it to a Tom Brady retirement. And my guess is that Gronk has not played his last snap in the NFL. It's worth noting, though, that in Gronk's official retirement statement on Instagram, he mentioned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a total of 4 times, referencing a report he wrote in high school about wanting to play for the Buccaneers, and he mentioned the New England Patriots a total of 0 times. It's very reminiscent of Tom Brady's retirement announcement when he barely mentioned the team he spent 2 decades with. The Patriots are like an extremely hot ex-wife who treated you like shit the entire time you were married, but you stuck around with her because everyone kept telling you how lucky you were to have married up. Now this is the second time Gronk has retired. He hung up the cleats after the Patriots won Super Bowl 53 in 2018, spent the 2019 season retired, and then joined Tom Brady in Tampa, where the two caught 2 touchdowns in their Super Bowl 55 victory over the Chiefs in the 2020 asterisk season. Last season, Gronk put up 802 yards and 6 touchdowns in just 12 games for the Buccaneers, who went 13-4. Without Gronk, though, and O.J. Howard, who joined the Bills in free agency, the Buccaneers tight end room now includes Cameron Brate and rookie 6th-round pick Ko Kieft, who looks like he's about to shout, "O'Doyle rules!" Now, Cameron Brate could actually be a fantasy steal if Gronk does stay retired, but I expect Gronk back sometime in October, or when all summer party events are over. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube. I've got a quarterback power rankings episode coming out to get us jazzed up for the upcoming football season, when we can actually talk about football again and not the goddamn United States court system.